The truth is about the weather modification capability, weaponry, is that they can fuel particularly the cyclones, the hurricanes. They can fuel those and make them more intense, or they can snuff them out. And I think they're going to fuel this one that's coming to town. For the first time, they say, well, Southern California has never had hurricane, and so that's disastrous. 90 to 120 mile an hour winds. But it's like 2 to 3 days away, and the weather wars, the weaponry that they use is, well, you can call it weaponry, but they have to battle natural occurrences, right? They have to harness all of those things and the factors, do they have control of the temperature of the oceanic waters? And I would say yes. I say with 400 trillion kilowatt laser beams, they can do pretty much anything. Melt ice caps and tops of mountains, and they are doing that kind of stuff, and just right in front of where they need a hurricane to go. They can definitely direct it, and wow, uh, I have to think about getting out from under the trees um, with unusually high winds. They could, the trees can topple easily. If it gets up to 90 to 100 miles an hour, that can definitely happen. We are in a bowl here, and we could be I could be protected somewhat, but it's better safe than sorry. But anywhere you go during a hurricane is going to be a lot of wind, and so that's kind of exciting. The media, first, it's we have Hawaii that has been burned down, and we know that they use hurricane force winds. I was originally trying to tell you how they can also harness the energy from hurricanes. If there's one off the coast, they have it now. I'm pretty sure they have the capability of transferring that into seismic activity, as well as just grabbing a bunch of the energy and creating a weapon, like what took out the Twin Towers. Well, a lot of people don't know that that day there was a strong hurricane off the coast, not very far away from New York, Manhattan. It was very close, but that wasn't the star of the media. It was the attack, and there was that hurricane that was there, and that kind of went like this, and then it went away, and then, but okay, so then it's really far. The media, the excitement that is going on in the air, and how there's a lot of tension, the fear in the air that people have, the way that people are in a kind of a mood, right? Nervous or solemn or whatever it is. It's there. I can feel it in the air. people aren't activating or doing anything. It's like, you know what, this is just like any other storm as far as I can, so far I can see that they are preventing some of the activity that so far. But see now what I'm not being fooled by is the imagery that they're showing. They're saying, oh, it's approaching California. If you call being 1,000 miles away approaching a California, yeah, it's more like 15 or 1,200 miles away as far as I can see it. What I can see, it's 2 to 3 days away. And that is going at 30 miles an hour or something like this, and I'm pretty sure it's very far away, and it can do anything, like I said. So I'm just hoping that they don't supercharge it and make it hit everywhere. That they can do that. It could be unprecedented that they can say climate change is like, no, it's not, babes. There is technology that can harness this stuff. That's what Tesla was up to, and it gets to be really, um, the technology is setting up and setting up. It's always perfecting all around us. We know of HARP. You could say HARP. Everybody says HARP, and it's like, yes. Um, but it's ever progressing, and they aren't messing around. Especially, you see, the people in the rural areas, but really all of the global population is a target. I mean, when you figure out, the Brave New World is about realizing that you have to barrel through all these conditions. I mean, really, there's Mad Max over there functioning right over there with the Brave New World. That's the answer, is to innovate, be creative, be happy with what you have, and be creative. Don't rely too much on what is suggested to you. More and more, to me, it's like, of course not. Figure out how to live. Do something on your own and be satisfied and fulfilled through that. Oh my God! Disneyland? Oh no.